a slightly different case from most. I was quite lucky enough to be running a business that was doing rather well at the time, like in publication. So we had a lot of, how would I say, profit at the time that we used or recapitalized again to start off this business. So I had the ability to actually do a private funding for this particular initiative. The later stage, looking around for grants, for funds, even bank loans and stuff, everybody said no. To be honest with you, everybody said no. To our surprise, venture capital group came to us, really knowledgeable in this particular arena, but they came to us asking stuff about, hey, what you guys are doing is similar to like Amazon, but it's for local market. And I said, yep, that's exactly it. And from there, interest began. So like I said, you need to get somebody that actually understands what you're doing. And from there, it's very easy. If you get people that don't understand your business plan, don't understand where you're heading towards, don't understand what your vision is, then you're going to be spending a long time, but probably not even getting anywhere with them. So from there, we got the initial funding from the venture cap. So from there you could actually scale to many other things that you can't really do with limited amount of fund. In our business, the biggest challenge is a very heavyweight ICT sector. Let's just be honest. Ebooks, it sounds simple, but the truth is that it requires a lot of development in the IT field. So you're not just talking about the web development, the e-commerce development, you're not talking just about the CMS. We also got this thing called the digital rights management, which is like a very complex way of handling encryption and decryption. That's one big chunk whereby we need to spend a lot of money and a lot of programmers for. And on top of that, at the end of the day, when the product is ready, then we have to shoot it out to the users. Then the users will then be using their chosen apps. So we have to then develop apps for iOS, we have to do for Android, and now we've got apps for Windows 8, Chrome, and so forth. So the list just goes on and on and on, and you have to have specific programmers for specific language. It's not like I can hire one programmer and it fits all. So because of that, and because of the fact that these people don't come cheap, then it is a really big financial bleed at the early stage. So in order to overcome that, you got to find the appropriate amount of funding, and you got to monetize as soon as possible, or you got to start making money as soon as possible. So those are the challenges that you would probably be in for if you are handling with this sort of industry. Here's a question that all entrepreneurs need to ask yourself. There are two types of people in this world. There's a type that will take money and happily spend it like there's no tomorrow, okay? And there's another type, which is like myself, whereby if I get money, I won't be able to sleep at night because I need to justify that at the end of the day. So when you talk about what's enough, what's not enough, the true answer to that is nothing is enough, okay? The more you get, the more you want, okay? But at the end of the day, what is the amount that you need to actually justify a payback? When is it that your investor cash out again? When is it the company will get its returns of investment and so forth? So these are the things that you need to really ask yourself. Starting an entrepreneur entity is not as easy as, oh look, I'm going and get seeding fund, and then I'm going to go into commercialization, get another round of fund, and then more funds later on. Evaluation of 50 million, blah, 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 and then at the end of the day, having to answer to the monetization part. And if you don't monetize, that's when you're going to be in a lot of deep trouble. So it's really crucial that you need to take in the sum of money that is appropriate for you to monetize for the amount of money that you have calculated for. So in our case, the sum of money that was given to us, appropriate for that particular time. If you're talking about our growth stage now, probably we need more funding. If I can be very honest, if I say it's our business plan, I'll be lying. I mean, the business plan is always in the head. We always had a clear vision of what we wanted to do, and we have stuck to that plan until today. This is one thing that I'm really happy about what I've done, in the sense that we haven't strayed and do other stuff. But in terms of what you present on your business plan, might be very difficult for people to understand. The most important thing that you need to show is your passion. If you really have passion for what you want to do, the people that are seeing you really believe that you can do that, then that is the thing that really measures. The other stuff is secondary, because at the end of the day, when problems come, how do you tackle that? And I think being passionate about what you do really helps a lot in that sort of environment. If you're just doing it because, oh, I see other people doing, or other countries are doing this, so I think it'll be good for Malaysia to have, I don't know, you might be getting yourself into things that you don't really understand, and you're going to get yourself into trouble later on, I suppose, you know. But if you're really passionate about that, already 60% of the whole thing.